You've been grinding, you've been doing your thing, and then you're tired. You've been grinding, you've been handling your business, you've been planning, you've been expecting. Then life hits and you get tired. So what do? What I do and what I've done when I got tired in the past, I would give up and I would stop. Then I would have this cycle of starting back up, and then I would stop. And I would start back up, and then I would stop. And it gets frustrating when you go through that perpetual cycle of starting and stopping. The truth of the matter is, in fact, the matter is, when you get tired, that is when you have to take it to the next level. And when I get tired, and when I've gotten tired in years past, what I've done is I tend to do the things that bring immediate joy, self-gratification. Give you an example. Even today, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about all the things I've done up to this point, how my year started off, and this year started off crazy. You might share a similar experience where you just get hit with a whirlwind of things, and then you get motivated and you go and you push through and you try to take your life to the next level, and you listen to the podcast and you read the books and you go work out and you change your diet and you do good and you make progress. And then life hits again, and you get tired. And those memories of how the year started start to resurface. And now you get tired and you don't want to do anything. And you ask yourself, how do you get to this place where you just get tired and you feel like giving up, even though you've made all this progress? And then you want to start doing the things you would do before when you're tired. So my question for y'all today is, what do you do when you're tired of doing good, when you're tired of doing what you're supposed to do, when you're tired of having discipline? I got a verse I'm going to share with y'all. This verse is something I read. If you're a believer, you've probably read it before too, or probably heard it being read. It comes out of Galatians 6, verses 7 through 9. I'm going to read it to y'all, and then I'm just going to break it down, and that's what the message is going to be. And at the end, I got a few questions I'm going to ask in the newsletter. I'd love for y'all to respond. So let's get into it. Galatians 6, verses 7 through 9. It says, "Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever one sows, he would also reap. For the one who sows to the flesh will reap in the flesh corruption. But the one who sows to the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life." And this next verse right here, which is verse 9, I really want y'all to listen and just feel it. And it says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season, we will reap if we do not give up." And read it one more time in case y'all missed that. "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season, we will reap if we do not give up." It's funny because that verse I've read, in the past, and I've read it, and I would think about it, it would encourage me, but it's those seasons where you're in, where it might speak more to you. And I'm in a season where in my life where I feel like God has blessed me. I have a lot of things coming up. You may be in something similar. You may be in a situation where you have some progress being made, or you might be in a situation where you're just starting from scratch. Regardless of the situation you're in, you're going to hit a bump in the road. I'm going to hit obstacles. Anytime there's opportunity, there's obstacles in opposition. But what do? Do you give up? Do you sow to your flesh when you hit these obstacles? Do you sow to the flesh when you reach this opposition? Because anytime there's opportunity, there's going to be obstacles and opposition. But the opportunity is for you to respond in the way that sows to the Spirit and not to the flesh. God won't be mocked. If you sow to the flesh in the time of opposition and the obstacle, you won't learn the lesson in that season to elevate. And that is why a lot of us get stuck. I hope these newsletters have been blessing y'all. It's been blessing me. I started these newsletters because I know how it feels to be stuck in life. And I don't want to be stuck. I don't want you to be stuck. But we have to really look at ourselves in the mirror and ask ourselves, when it gets tough, when we get hit with those roadblocks, when we get hit with those obstacles, and the opposition comes, because they will come, are we going to be weary and give up? Or we're going to be weary and sow to the flesh? Or we're going to sow to the Spirit? My encouragement for you today is to really think about that verse. Meditate on it. Let it marinate in your spirit, because there is an opportunity in everything that happens to you. It's an opportunity for you to respond in a way that's an eternal response. Anytime you sow to the Spirit, it's an eternal response. Because when you sow to the Spirit, there's a universal law of reaping what you sow. And when you sow to the flesh, that's a universal law of reaping what you sow. I hope this message bless y'all. I do have some questions I'm going to ask y'all. I would love for you to respond. But remember, we all human. We're going to fall down. If you fall down, get back up. And understand, there's always an opportunity to sow to the Spirit when you're weary. But don't give up. God bless y'all.
Love can save the world. Let the movement begin.